Hello everyone, this is Tuesday, August 12th. This is a live trading video of the NQ pullback trade, and I'm actually dubbing the voice narration here. So basically, there's some context to this trade. If you look at the chart, there wasn't a deep pullback. There was some sideways action here, and I actually entered a trade at about 10 minutes after 2, and that was stopped out, and I blew an evaluation account by just bad trading on that particular run, and I was only 8 ticks shy of my target at the high mid 2. Well, this pullback didn't pull back very far, so I went long again. Here I drew this trend line, as you can see, and I went long again a little late to the entry because it was just really hard to tell if the market was going to sell off or make another run up for the day. But since the market had been strong all day, I was pretty confident it was going to come up and test the high. And so take a look at this video, and we'll see what happens. So the video is also sped up to twice the normal speed of the market in the interest of keeping the video shorter. And unfortunately, my mic wasn't on because I was commenting what I was thinking as the trade was developing. In other words, I'm adding contracts to these pullbacks because I was very confident that this was going to come up and hit the high mid 2. And so as you see what happens here, I took off a few positions, entered, I took off a couple here, and as the trade began to develop, then I added some positions. But notice that most of the positions that I added are pulling back to these moving averages. I'm going to be teaching this privately, one-on-one, to anyone who wants to learn. Just contact me via email, it's in the description. And I will teach you this trade, and there will be a fee, of course. So anyway, if you're interested, let me know. And yeah, this really is moving along nicely. And trading on a 1-minute chart is definitely different than trading on Renko bars because all the noise is there for you to see. So there I just used the trail stop button in the Autotrader, and it was a quick bounce, and I realized I wanted to go long again, and I got filled again. And so back up to 5 contracts. The market's got to break out of this range right here, and it's starting to do that. It's only got 10 points to the goal from here, and it looks like it's starting to make its run. But just in case it's a fake, I was going to trail one. What I'm doing here is the 61% retracement from the previous high is right about here at 2025 or 6, and that's why I took one off there in case there's a sharp retracement. And I think, well, we'll see. I don't remember if there was or there wasn't, but that's why I took one off there. And then I entered again because once it got above that, again, the confidence that this is going to come back up to the high mid 2. But that's how it goes on a 1-minute chart. And it's kind of hard to just hold it all the way. You take some off and you put some on, and that's hybrid trading, and that's the beauty of the Autotrader, because with the buy add and the sell add buttons, you can easily do that. And then the trail stop buttons on the bottom, the trail 50% or trail high and low, help you manage the trade with just a click of the mouse. It's really great. My style of trading is usually more of a scalping nature, so holding trades for this long is a new skill I'm developing, and this EMA pullback trade is something I learned at the beginning of my trading career 25 years ago, and it's super reliable. And I use the BWT MA convergence indicator, or just draw 2 EMAs on here. The third solid blue EMA on here is an 80 EMA, and that would be the equivalent of a 20 EMA on it's a 60 EMA. It would be the equivalent of a 20 EMA on a 3-minute chart. So I have that plotted on there. I moved the target in the dome just down a couple of ticks because I didn't want to happen what happened last time. But sure enough, it went right to the high mid 2 and hit its goal, and it was good for 1845.